All right, just talking to myself here, of course. Welcome to this edition of At the Mic. I'm your host, Keith Malinak. It's time for the Friday live stream, and only one of my guests bothered to show up today, so I'll introduce that individual here in just a second. I want to give you all a heads up. Coming up next week on the Thursday live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to talk about the central bank digital currency, and then next Friday, a week from today, I know that Hot News Natalie from Chad Prather, if you recall her, used to be on that show. She'll be my guest. And then it could be any number of other individuals who I've reached out to. So, I mean, it's summer. People are busy. They're at the beach. They're on vacation. I can just say they're not nearly as dedicated as JP Decker, who
it's true.
runs That's right. See, now JP's here.
I was actually ready at, like 2.5 hours ago. I was ready.
I appreciate it. No, I'm serious. The dedication is much appreciated. Now, Chef Andrew Gruel, if people don't realize, he actually, he doesn't just say he's a chef. He runs restaurants for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 11 a.m. in Los Angeles where he lives. And so he did tell me that it was during, the lunch rush and all this stuff, but he was going to do everything in his power to join us. So he might pop in. The problem is, as JP can attest to, I sent the wrong link to dial into. I sent the Thursday link. So he might end up, and I did correct that. Obviously, JP found his way here. But I'm having to click on a different tab to go back to yesterday's conversation that I had with Benjamin Flinsborg on the Thursday deep dive. And so Chef Gruel may end up going to the wrong place, and he'll see pictures of like werewolves and stuff. And so he'll be like, wait, this doesn't seem right. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that as we go along here. But JP, thanks for making time. Tell everyone what it is you do over there at MercuryOne, where you do good things for people. And we're so grateful. I want to put that banner up there, MercuryOne.org, if anyone can help. What do you guys do over there?
Yeah, so I'm the executive director of Glenn Beck's nonprofit MercuryOne, and we do just about everything you can think of. We help with disaster relief. We help with humanitarian aid through the Nazarene Fund. So that's rescuing persecuted Christians and religious minorities out of dangerous situations. And then also we have a museum, an American History Museum.
Oh my gosh!
Texas.
Please brag on that museum. It is incredible. And explain, because what I often hear is, how do I get tickets to the museum? How do I get tickets to the museum? Will you please explain? Because get tickets to the museum, y'all.
Yeah. So we do have tours. You do have to sign up for those tours. And this museum was started, and actually it opened in a horrible year to open a museum, but it was in 2020. And this has kind of been on Glenn's heart for a very long time. And to just tell the true story of American history, to tell of, God's providence through American history. It's not being taught in schools. There's a lot of these stories that are being taken out of schools. Like one of them, I think it was in Minnesota, they want to take out any references to the Holocaust in their curriculum in high schools. And I'm like, you guys are idiots. And so we tell the story. We actually have a uniform that a prisoner wore in Auschwitz. We just recently acquired that. We have George Washington's personal compass that he had with him all 25, 30 years of his career. We've got about 100,000 artifacts of American history, from all the way from the Pilgrims all to the space race and beyond. So we've got, Captain America shield, we've got his helmet, we've got a Batman mask, we've got all kinds of stuff. But yeah, you can go to MercuryOne. Actually, we've got a place on there for tickets, and you can also go to theamericanjourneyexperience.com.
Yeah, I have done the tour twice myself, and it's not the same thing twice, honestly, because you have such great storytellers over there that go down different roads and stuff. But you're right; it shows the good and the bad. It just shows the truth.
It does,
and it's absolutely fascinating. And I think tickets are $20, which is, I couldn't believe how cheap that was compared to what you would expect to pay for something so in depth. You get to hold this history in your hands. It's so cool, man.
And that's what sets us apart from a lot of the museums, is you can't go to the Smithsonian and hold a Revolutionary War musket. We actually let you hold the muskets, and you can hold.
Right.
so many other artifacts we allow you all to hold, because we do feel like if you don't really, especially how our nation is now, if you don't know, if you can't feel it and see it, and you're just going to believe it's nothing, and it's not even true. So that's why we do that.
It's so true. It's like, try that. Go to the Smithsonian and say, "Hey, can I hold that musket over there?" See what
Or Declaration of Independence. I mean, Nicolas Cage could do it. Why can't we?
Why can't we? Right.
Right.
I know that still the recovery in Maui is still going on. I think that's your next stop, right?
It is.
Go and help out there.
Yeah, I'm actually going for the anniversary. I'm going for the anniversary, which is August 8th, to see what our partners have been doing. We've been there for over, it'll be over a year coming up. We were there within about 37 hours of the fires through one of our partners. This is crazy. Okay. So we have a partner who sets up communications in disaster relief areas. They're called ITDRC. They're a great partner of ours. If you give to MercuryOne, these are the partners that we work with very closely. But what they did was they showed up, and the National Guard, said, no, don't come in. We're trying to set up communications. And this team goes in and they said, we have Starlinks and we can set up communications within a few hours for you guys. And they said, come through. It was just crazy that a nonprofit help support another nonprofit to cut the red tape of our government. And it was just crazy. And so we helped with communications. We're helping with the mental health crisis that's there. So many people, unfortunately, have committed suicide because of what they saw that day. And so we work with a lot of churches and other nonprofits who, are working with especially some of these kids. I mean, these kids saw family members burned in cars. And so, we actually are supporting a sports league, because when you think about it, these kids really don't have anything left. And so they are trying to find ways to reach out to these kids to help with that mental health crisis. And some of those ways was surfing, especially right after. There were thousands of surfboards that obviously were burned in that fire. And so Bethany Hamilton sent a bunch of those surfboards over from where she was at in Hawaii, and we helped unload those surfboards to give to kids. And so now we're supporting another nonprofit that's creating actually has had a basketball league, but there is no funding. And so we helped to fund that, to help with that, build character, to help them just kind of walk through what they've been through over the past year. So it'll be good to catch up with a lot of people. It was a really impactful trip, but, and with MercuryOne, we don't leave people behind. A lot of nonprofits have already left, but we don't. So that's why we're still there.
God bless you guys. I love what y'all do across the parking lot there here in Irving, Texas. If you're ever in town, please get to, I guess, what's the website for the museum tickets?
AmericanJourneyExperience.com.
AmericanJourneyExperience.com. And then if you can donate to great causes, such as what JP was talking about in Maui, MercuryOne.org.
Yeah.
Okay. So JP mentioned how prompt he was today.
It's true.
Yeah. Normally I'm sitting here waiting for the guests, whether it's 12:30 or 12:40 Central. I'm usually the first one here. Today, JP beat me. And the reason JP beat me is because some exciting news as it relates to the program. As a matter of fact, there have been times, maybe y'all haven't noticed it. I'm sure you have. I sure have. The internet is garbage at times because, as we've discussed on this program, the cell tower. That's right. My internet comes from a cell tower. Comes into a box here, and
where
from
do
T-Mobile.
You live? My goodness.
I'm out in the cow country.
Wow.
But an exciting thing happened recently in my neighborhood, and that was fiber optics. And welcome to 2008. My neighborhood.
Thought you were going to say dial-up.
Right. And so this guy shows up at like 12:20, and Tanner's going nuts, and Matilda's and so I'm like, what? Who's here? What do I have to do here? So I went out there and I talked to this guy, and we couldn't locate where. Because I was telling him, I remember when they put in the fiber optics about a year ago, or less than that. I think they were here. Maybe they were here. Anyway, and he's calling his office and he's checking the map and it's not where it's supposed to be and stuff. So if things go according to plan, next Thursday, we should have good internet available. In fact, he may decide to go ahead and pull the plug on this signal today. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. It's not till next week we do this. But anyway, I'm standing out there, and I made the number one error, the one thing in Texas you don't do. Now I haven't told JP this. I haven't asked him. I didn't prep him. If you go outside in Texas, okay, what is the one thing you do not do, JP?
Oh wow, that's tough because there's a lot of things.
I'm setting it. I didn't set this up properly. I was in a hurry and I ran outside to deal with this guy, and I went.
I would say one, if you're about to be on camera, you just don't go outside in the summer in Texas.
That's not what I'm doing here. That's not what I'm doing. No, okay. Just give you a hint. I went out in the grass and I was in a hurry, so I ran out there.
You started sneezing.
No, barefoot.
No. Oh, barefoot. Wow. I have no idea. You really stumped me.
Guess what happened? I had a fire ant bite on the bottom of my foot, and I'm sitting here talking to you, and I'm scratching the underside of one toe with another one, and it's freaking miserable, man. That's number one rule. And you keep shoes by every door so that when something like this happens, you slip them on. What did I do? I blew right past the shoes, the little the Crocs that were by the door. Bro, stupid. I'm not a smart
That's got to be painful.
It is painful. It itches, but I'm a pro, JP. So I'm going to power through, and you're just going to see me the entire 2 hours. It's my foot. I'm scratching it on the car. Anyway, it's a nightmare. Wow. But while I was out there dealing with this guy, the mail pulled up. Okay. And a lot of people will say like, hey, see you on Pat Gray Unleashed and all this stuff. It's like, how many hats do you own? And I just want to show you, I was so excited because some patches arrived in the mail today, just in time for football season, this Nebraska patch, and of course my baseball team, the Atlanta Braves. So what I did is, here's what you do, okay? You go to Kohl's or wherever, Walmart, go to the clearance area in summer for your winter stuff. My favorite winter shirt I bought in July several years back for $2.88, okay?
Wow.
And I just want to point out this. I went to Kohl's and I got this winter hat for, I think it was like $5.49 or $6, something like that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this patch for $2. And then voila, I have a nice little winter cap for less than $10. And then the same thing happens here. I don't have yes, I have a lot of hats, but I didn't spend that much money. I just,
no, because I mean, if you bought the real one, it's like a good $50, $60.
Right. That's how you do it.
Good job. I like
it. I'm a miser.
I like it.
Be honest. Okay. So, breaking news, as we were getting started here, it's official now. Kamala Harris is the nominee of the Democrat Party. Congratulations. Democracy in action. Am I right?
I would have loved to have been one of those delegates. You know, they would have really felt supported and their voice was heard, for sure.
The delegates' voice was heard. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It was a great
voters,
process.
Never mind. You know,
voters. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But everyone else.
Wow.
We
had more breaking news that I wasn't aware of. That JP made me aware of. Right when we were about to go on, he goes, "Oh my gosh, did you see this?" And what you're about to see is you're about to see the leader of North Korea. What's his name? Kim Jong. Which one is he?
Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un.
Okay, so he's getting a tour of some floodwaters, and we don't see who's steering the boat. Somebody, I don't know if the cameraman is also trying to steer the boat, but it doesn't work out so well.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Oh no! Right into the tree branch. You don't do that with dear leader. What? Oh yeah, fix that quaff, bro. Yeah. Oh,
and then he points. He points. Yeah, kill the tree and the driver. Can you imagine?
Shoot the tree and then shoot him.
Why is this guy driving that close to the left side?
Wait a minute. There was a warning sign early on. The guy in the white had to fend off the building. See this? Watch this. Hold on. It's gonna loop again here. Watch this. Bro. Whoa. Wow. I mean, that should have been your first clue. There's something wrong.
You have dear leader. And you're going to take that chance. Wow. I mean, it is horrible in North Korea. I've heard that it's horrible flooding right now. So at least he's looking at it.
How did that video get out of the country, I wonder?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
So,
probably trying to say, I'm a caring person,
mhm,
and
mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
That captain of that boat is probably um,
Going down with the boat.
he's yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Anything? I think that covers that. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to do some not so rapid fire with you,
Okay.
and if Chef Gruel decides that he wants to participate today, then maybe we can go back and learn a little something about him. And the thing that sucks is, I put some food stuff in there because we had a
Did
chef
you?
coming on here.
I know.
You know,
And let me tell
Uh,
you, I'm not a chef. I did go to cooking school for a while, for just a little
no,
bit.
tell me
I
about that.
did. I did. I felt like I would really like, there's a Good Eats. I don't know if you remember that show from years ago
Yeah,
on Food Network. I loved how it was
vaguely.
filmed. I loved what he did. And I was like, I can do this. So I went and took some classes and decided I can't do this for full time. So yeah, Chef Gruel is amazing. And the food that he
Yeah.
makes looks amazing.
That's
Yeah,
what sucks though, because I'll see his stuff pop up in my feed at the wrong time
yeah,
because
it's
I'm
true.
starving.
Like
Like
I'm
it's
hungry
not
right now. So
right. So,
yeah,
like, let's say I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't fall back asleep. I'll be like, let's see what's going on Twitter. Well,
yeah,
he's on the West Coast. He's still up. He's pumping out tweets of food, and now I'm
yeah,
laying in bed starving to death, too lazy to go out and do anything about it. And
right?
I just
I know. Yeah.
so I kind of wanted to tell him I don't appreciate that. Like I do like his tweets, but then I don't.
Mhm.
Like he needs
Yeah.
to tweet on my schedule, like when
Clean it
I'm
up a
near
little
the
bit.
kitchen.
Yep,
Yeah.
stay Central Time.
So what's your favorite junk food, JP?
My favorite junk food. Good question. I would say anything that has to do with chips. Any chip. Doesn't matter what chip it is. I
Okay.
know.
I mean,
It's not super special,
no,
you know?
I like lime flavored chips myself.
Those are
Like any
great.
lime flavored anything,
Yeah.
honestly. You know
And
what?
see, I am a kind of a weird person. I actually am allergic to I actually am, not just doing it for fun,
Okay.
to all dairy
Hmm.
and all gluten. Been that way, found
Don't you
out
hate
about
that when
20
people
years
don't
ago.
believe you? How many years ago
Oh
did you
yeah,
find that out?
they look at like 20 years ago, but they look at me now and they're like, are you
Yeah.
sure? I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
pretty sure. Pretty sure. I'm not gonna go into
Pretty sure.
detail, but I'm pretty sure.
And if you keep pushing the point, then I will go into detail, and you won't want to eat here either.
Right,
Um,
exactly. Yeah. I am also a hamburger guy. I mean, I am a hamburger connoisseur. I have to find the right hamburger. And I do have some
what's your
favorites.
favorite place to eat a hamburger?
There's a place in Dallas called 60 Vines, and
Never
they
been
have a
there.
fantastic hamburger.
Okay, well, we
Just
need to do
amazing.
that.
Now, if it
Let's
was
go.
fast food, I don't know if I have a favorite.
In-N-Out
I just know.
is the right answer.
Okay, I'll give you that one. In-N-Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
so we need to. I'm going to be going out of town soon, but when I get back, we need to go to 60 Vines.
Yes.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Is that the
Let's go.
address or because
No.
what a weird
No, it's
name?
just called 60 Vines. Yeah.
That doesn't make me hungry though.
No. Now, Twisted Root was another good one in Dallas. They've got
Oh,
all
yeah.
kinds of different animal meats. I've had ostrich there, rabbit.
Such a good way to describe it. Multiple kinds of animal meats.
Kinds of animal meats.
So, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Twisted Root. Yeah, if I remember Twisted Root, they have like a really messy hamburger.
They do.
Now, how
Yeah. Now,
pathetic
so does
do I
Hot
sound?
Toddies.
Where I'm like, I don't know what my deal is. I'm just a messy person to begin with.
I
But
can't tell.
what do you mean you can't tell?
Can't tell
Have you been
at all.
have you,
I mean, your
when's
studio.
the last time you were in the studio?
And I mean, that's
Oh,
I remember
you
your
know what?
office from
Hang on
like
a second.
15 years ago.
Oh, you haven't been to my upstairs office since you came?
No, I
here.
haven't. Has it cleaned up a little bit?
I just remembered something.
Okay.
Do you remember when our cubicles were across from each other? Right? You remember that?
Wow, really? When?
Yeah.
Was it upstairs?
Okay, so no, think tank all the way to the end. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
And okay, I hate to bring this dirty laundry out from the
Please.
blaze.
Please.
You want me to bring this up?
Sure.
Somebody swiped your wallet I don't know. Was it on your desk in a
Yes.
drawer? What?
Yes.
It was. Hold on. Was it out in the open or was it in a
Okay,
drawer?
so look, I
And I was
trust the
prime
people.
suspect number one. I
You
would like
were.
to point out because of the
I
proximity of our
trusted.
cubicles, and I
Mhm.
kept saying, "Bro, I have no idea what you're talking about." I'm
Yep.
still pissed about that for you because that means somebody among us is an asshole.
Right, and I'm gonna be honest, we played a lot of pranks on each other,
Mhm.
as producer I mean, all the time. I
Of
actually
course.
just found a video from 10 years ago where Jason Buttrill he was in Africa during the Ebola stuff,
Oh
and
yes.
we put plastic all around and everyone had masks on. It was all before COVID, so it's kinda
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
At
was
the
a funny
time.
video. I sent it to him but so I thought this was a joke that someone
Mhm.
took my wallet from my desk, and I was an idiot, left it on the
About
desk.
hold on. About what moment? Like what minute mark? 10 minute, 60 minutes, 2 hours. At what point did you realize? Oh crap! This is not a joke.
So, as soon as I got back from a meeting, I think it was a production meeting for the show, and I had maybe 10 minutes. I was looking everywhere and I'm like, "Yeah, I bet someone took it. I bet Caleb took it." And I texted him, was like, "Bro, come on, where is it?" And he's like, "I didn't take it." It was about 10 minutes, and then I had to go to the control room. So that was 2 hours later, and I'm still freaking out, texting everyone during the show. I'm
I
like,
bet.
"Who did this?" And I never found
Right.
it. Someone
I,
took it.
I
Someone stole my wallet. Wow, why would you
do.
bring that back up?
Well, because I don't know, it just came to mind when I was
Ooh.
remembering where I was sitting, and that's the first thing I think of when I think of me and you sitting in the cubicle. I apologize, I'm
Right?
distracted by the
Microwave? What do
little
you got going
the
on over there?
the mobile air conditioner here. I'm just trying to make sure because it's a hot one here in Texas. So hold
It
on,
is a hot one.
did in your mind, and you don't have to say this out loud, but did you ever conclude who you think it was?
No, because then
Mm.
honestly, I still don't know, and I still ask the producers at least once a year. So like, "Hey, was it you? Was it?" Yeah, no, never did.
Huh.
It
Did
was
did
that
people did whoever took it, like, was a credit card used
no, never used,
illicitly?
never used.
So it could conceivably
Yeah,
it could
and
have
they
gotten lost.
right. Could've. I think someone did take it and then as
Uh-huh.
a joke and then lost it because they've redone all of that space since we've been there, so if they didn't
Oh
find it,
yeah, that's right.
someone will find it in like 20 years and say, "Oh, this guy used to work at the Blaze."
Oh my gosh, you have to get like a whole new driver's license and
All of it.
credit
It was
cards and
so frustrating.
what a nightmare.
Yeah, it
This
was a
is a
good joke.
loud.
I mean, if
No,
that's
it
how
what?
far they wanted it to go.
Well,
So you making ramen? Is that what that was?
is it? This is loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this too loud?
No, it's not too
Rattle
loud.
Rattle Magoo over here.
No.
Oh
And by the way,
yeah.
my background, I am in the museum. Well, part of the museum. In case anyone's wondering if my own house has Lincoln behind me, and
Oh
it's
right,
great,
right.
you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
mean, I do have
Lincoln.
a picture of Lincoln, but it's not up at the
Mhm.
house.
Yeah, I don't like him
My wife
staring
didn't
at
let
me
me
the whole
put it up.
time.
Yeah, you know?
Oh, oh, well, she's smart.
She was like, "Why
Which,
do
by
we
the way,
let's put our kids up on the wall maybe." Oh, yeah.
I thought it was so funny, because you met your wife at the Blaze,
I did.
and I remember dragging you. Do you remember this? Do you remember me dragging you into my office and saying, "Dude, you should totally
Yes.
ask her out." Remember this?
Yep, I
And
do.
you go, Glenn actually already set us up. And I was like, oh, how wild was that, man? That
That was crazy.
multiple
That's
people, and it wasn't just me and Glenn, right? It was
no.
multiple people in that building were like, you
Yeah.
guys gotta
Well, Glenn's old executive producer, Tiffany, was the first one to do it. While my wife was in the
see.
crowd before she started working there, she asked Glenn a question, and Tiffany said, "JP, she's perfect for you. Ask her out." And I go,
It's the most
"She's an
obvious
audience member.
thing
That's
ever.
weird." And then she ended
Yeah.
up like 6 months later coming over to my desk being introduced. "Hey, she just started here." I'm like, "That's the same girl." So
Wait
it
a
worked
minute.
out great.
Wait a
Worked
minute.
out great.
Audrey was at your desk.
Yeah,
She was
someone
there. So wait a
yeah.
minute. So it's gonna be wild when one night you guys are watching Netflix or something, and she's like, been hanging on to this for 10 years.
That'd be
Anyway,
so
that's your
funny.
prime suspect. Like
Yes,
I just solved
that's
the
it.
puzzle right there.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask her. Yeah.
Was it you?
It was
Okay,
you.
so if you could have a superpower, which one
Yeah.
would it be that you would possess?
I would say Flying. Yeah,
Hmm.
I would say flying. Strength is cool, but flying, you could fly as fast. Yeah, man, now you're making me think about it.
Yeah, because then you might hang on a second. Is teleportation, is that a superpower?
It could be. It could
Do I
be.
get there with my clothes on and any luggage that I'm carrying, or am I naked? Like
Oh, kind of
I'm
kind
trying.
of like Matt Damon in what's that Little People film? That was a strange movie. Anyways,
I didn't see that.
I actually think it would be strength. I change my mind. It's
Oh,
going to be strength. Because I am
wow.
not, I don't have the physique for any strength right now, so it'd be cool to have
Hmm.
strength, you know? Yeah. How about you?
Oh,
I'd like to know
okay.
what
What?
you.
Can I teleport?
Yeah, we'll
Probably do
allow it.
that.
I
Yeah.
think the audience would allow it. Yeah.
And teleport, or if that's not allowed, right? Then it would have to be like supersonic hearing,
Mm.
or seeing through walls, and not in a pervy sense. Only that I just want information that people don't think I have.
Yeah. What people really think about you.
Right, exactly. That's why I
Yeah.
think supersonic hearing would be awesome,
That would be cool.
Yeah, let's see here. What is your ideal outside temperature, and what the heck is the temperature right now here in Texas, I wonder? Let me find out for this conversation. Would you say just 72? Would you be nice
I
and
would
boring
say
like that?
no. I would say 70 to 72.
Oh
I
oh
know.
my gosh. Yeah, okay. Wait, you got to pick a number. You can't just
Okay, 70 degrees. And I'm
70.
going to tell you before you find it.
Oh, I know the temperature. No, I'm trying
Woo.
to get for you. Yeah. Okay. So it's 97 right now with a high of 104. But what I was about to hold up here was the 10-day forecast. Let me just read the temperatures coming up here. Now, I don't want to hear about dry heats and stuff like that, because it's really not the heat so much as the humidity, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I don't want people saying that. Yeah, anyway, whatever. So
Yeah.
here are the high temperatures for us in the next 10 days. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
104, 101, 102, 103, 105, 107, 108. 108,
What?
huh? 102, 101, 102. That's your next 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to really suck here for the foreseeable future.
So
in Texas.
I gonna have to confess, I do take full responsibility for this weather, because
happened?
last week I said to someone, "We've had a really mild summer." It's my fault. I apologize to everybody.
You know what?
If you live in Texas,
Yeah. It's
shouldn't have said that.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, remember, some of these are food themed questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
Because we
I'm ready.
advertised having a chef on.
How'd we
But
get to the weather?
what's for dinner tonight, JP? Or do you
Dinner
not even know?
tonight.
I bet you don't even know.
No. I will say I do like to cook. Now I'm not a chef, but I do like to cook. So there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
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 I
What's
think
your
we're
favorite?
gonna
What
have
dish can you make the best? Like, I'm asking you two
hamburgers.
questions now. Hamburgers you make? Okay. And what do you
Yeah.
think you're having tonight?
I bet we're gonna have whatever's in our fridge, because randomly enough, we are going to a Donny Osmond concert
Tonight. Cool.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I the reason we're going is one of the staff here is
Don't try
related.
to. Yeah.
So
Of course.
it's and having time to listen to the Donny Osmond music with my wife is pretty fun, because I
I'm
only
listening.
honestly I really like
Looking.
Mulan, because he sang in Mulan. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I'm just, as you're talking, I'm looking up something. I've got Osmond family related news.
Oh
when
boy.
you're done.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done, because
That's it. Oh well, I'm not
Yeah.
ready.
Okay,
I had
well, I think we will have whatever is
Somebody do my
is
job for me. What are the names of Donnie?
Donnie and Marie.
But what are the other guys' names? Other boys, all the males. Because I had
David
an
Osmond. David Osmond.
Hang on a second.
He actually did a lot with Glenn. Glenn did a Christmas special and had a top chart Christmas album. Glenn.
Oh yeah, that was
Glenn
good
Beck.
stuff. What's
Yeah.
another Osmond guy?
Doug Osmond.
Doug
Yeah.
Osmond. No, that's not it.
No?
Well, anyway,
there's
another.
at least 150 of them. So
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, some Osmond. I feel like such a jerk. There was an Osmond guy that started following me.
Really?
And
I
I
bet it
looked
was
him up.
Doug Osmond.
No. Anyway, and it was like, oh, cool, because I googled and that was him. So he's one of the
Wow.
clan.
I like it.
I mean, we haven't communicated, but he might want to come on here and talk about his favorite food.
You should.
Superhero
That'd be
stuff,
fun.
yeah.
I mean, I've only really said 2 of my favorite foods, so sushi.
that's
I
fair.
love sushi.
Where's the concert tonight?
Out in Dallas somewhere. I don't.
Most people say in Dallas.
It's downtown Dallas.
Out in Dallas. Where are you coming from?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh gosh. See, I have a story that's going to tie into this later. I really wanted to get a chef's opinion. Not to minimize your opinion, JP Decker. But,
I mean, it is pretty funny. You have Chef Gruel, who's got a huge following, and I'm at 800 followers now. So you've got the biggest guests, technically.
Look at this. Hold on. You know what? Let me remind people, because there we go.
There we go.
J. Paul Decker.
There we
on
go.
Twitter.
Let's get.
So, would you eat a bug, or have you ever eaten a bug?
I have accidentally.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I have also had chocolate covered crickets.
Is that right? By the way, y'all should be tagging Chef Gruel on Twitter right now and say, "Bro, where are you?" That would be hysterical if everyone just started tagging him.
That would be.
Hold on a second.
Great.
What is his handle exactly? At Chef Gruel. Yeah, just tag him at Chef Gruel. Why aren't you? And I guarantee it's because it's rush hour or lunch hour. Let's see here. Yeah. So I'm serious, y'all. Stop what you're doing. We'll wait. Just tweet at Chef Gruel. Why aren't you hanging out with at Keith Malinak right now? Question mark.
Exactly.
There, I just constructed it for you. If you want to just borrow that. Let's see. And we got more questions here. Oh my gosh. Why did I put this on here? There's a spider in your house. Kill it or set it free.
Okay. Kill it for sure.
Eat it and eat it.
Many years ago. Okay. I'm not a fan of spiders. And I was home alone. I think I was probably like 15 or 16. And there was I would say in my mind, a tarantula. Okay. The thing was huge. And I had nothing around me. But it looked like my parents my mom had just gone to the store. And I saw a detergent bottle. Huge one. Okay. I turned it upside down where it's just, the top of the detergent bottle and slammed it down on the spider. Guess what happened after that?
I have a bad feeling.
Our carpet turned blue because the whole entire all detergent went everywhere. And I literally just stood there for at least 2 minutes saying to myself, what was I thinking?
What have I done?
What have I done? Destroyed the carpet. I don't know if it's still that way, but yeah, destroyed.
Oh no. So when you I can't imagine just even cleaning it. I imagine sudsy all over, how did that what happened after that? Like did you try to
I
wipe
definitely
it down?
I mean, I kind of drowned the spider, if that helps at all.
No. I don't. The spider. I moved on. I'm saying like before your mom got home.
I tried to clean it up as much as possible and failed at it. So I took a rug and put it over it and was like, "Look,
put a rock over it."
I decided to just clean it up a little bit. Anyways, it didn't go well. Yeah, it's art. I'm being creative.
So when you would leave the house, because that's the thing when you have a situation like that, you have to leave the room or leave the house, come back in to see how overwhelming it is, and I bet it was like whoosh.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, I'm sorry you went through that. Man, this is one loud AC. Oh, my apologies. Let's see here. Okay, do you prefer digital or paper when you're taking notes?
Digital for sure, because I do not have the gift of handwriting whatsoever.
I don't either. It doesn't stop me though using paper.
Yeah. If I do, I usually forget that I took notes and never look back at them. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I write a lot of stuff down for Pat Gray on my day job there, Pat Gray Unleashed over at the Blaze. And boy, he loves my handwriting.
Oh, I bet.
It's helpful.
Yeah, mine looks like Dr. Scribbish.
Yeah, that's right. I've got the Dr.
Chicken Scratch.
Chicken Scratch without the Dr. Bank account.
Yeah, it's true.
What's your first purchase if you win the lottery?
If I win the lottery, first purchase would be a Ford Raptor so that I can go storm chasing.
Ooh, take me with you.
Okay, let's go.
We got a lot of stuff we got to do.
I know, right?
We got to go down to 60 vines.
Yes.
We got to.
I got to win the lottery. That's number
we got
one.
And go storm chasing. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. No. I don't like it. Read that, JP, because I can't read that out loud.
I caught a huge spider in the house. Wanted to take it to the school to find out what it was. Put the jar in the car. My friend in the back seat was like, "What's this?" Picks up the jar. Oh no, that's all I got. This is from Born Genius. And he screamed like a girl.
Oh, that's me. Oh, I'm your friend, Born Genius.
Wow.
That was me hanging out back there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason I ask about the lottery thing is because I have this story about a retiree up in Maryland who played this match 5 game, right? You match all 5 numbers. It's basically Powerball without the Powerball.
Power.
And so each ticket was worth $23,000. And so you think, oh, congratulations, you won 23 grand. That's a nice day. That's a good start on a Raptor.
I'd enjoy that.
Right? Yeah. And she played 25 tickets. So she went home with $576,000.
She won them all?
All of them. Because they capped the prize at 50,000. Like that's the highest it can go. Well, this one was at 23,000. Well, so it sucks for her. It could have been over $1 million payout. But anyway, so I think the maximum tickets, I guess you can buy, or 20. Maybe there's not a maximum of that, but there's a maximum price cap. Anyway, so there you go.
Got at least what?
576,000. Yeah, 576K.
After taxes, she got.
Oh, after taxes, 340 probably.
Yeah,
300.
Probably. I'd still take it. That's amazing.
Yeah. You know,
by the way, if you're wondering, I've never played that. By the way.
Oh, the 5 deal,
or any of it, because I can't gamble. I lose every time.
Well, that's one thing you and I shouldn't go do together is hit the casino.
Never.
That would be ugly. The two of us there. It sounds like
not just because of our faces, but
it's fair. The numbers she won with, in case you want to write these down, I'll wait for you to get a piece of paper.
Hang on.
Oh, wait, you can't grab paper. No, you got to digitally. Yeah, there you go. Digitally.
Digital. Write it down.
And I got news for you. It's faster to write than type. 6, 10, 29, 34, 39.
Got it.
Read it back to me.
6, 10, 39, 72.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. What else I got for you here? Oh my goodness. See, when Chef Gruel was in Texas, when we recorded our At the Mic, which by the way, I keep forgetting to do this for my guests. Do you know off the top of your head which episode you were, JP?
Oh, I think I was 6, 9, 29, 39.
Let's see. So, and by the way, these are all available at youtube.com/at the mic. There's a playlist of the old school version of this podcast when I would sit down and talk to people about their life story. JP, you were episode 82.
Oh,
82.
Wow.
If
82.
People want to go and check that out.
It was a good one. It was
awesome.
One.
The story
was one of the most powerful things you'll ever hear. Obviously.
That's a fact. That story about your firstborn and how that came about is incredible. And I mean that. Episode 68 for Chef Andrew Gruel. But
did he make anything for you?
Like no. He was just it was no kitchen setup or anything. But he juggled. He did juggle. There's a tweet out there somewhere of him juggling for me. Because I asked, what kind of hidden talent or whatever. But I was trying to convince him at the time to move to Texas. And it's like, it was during lockdowns and stuff. And, California's just crazy. So get to Texas. Yeah. Well, I have some bad news for those that are, in the market for a house right now. This story is, this is a shocking 3 sentences to start off this story from the Epic Times. Hundreds of cities across the United States now have starter homes priced at $1 million or more. as
What?
housing shortages push prices to record highs, according to Zillow. The typical starter home, which is defined as property in the lowest third of local home values, what in the world is worth at
Wow.
least $1 million in 237 American cities, said Zillow. So your starter home, the
Starter home.
bottom third tier of the price range, is over $1 million in 237 cities on average.
That's
Uh,
insane.
Now, 5 years ago, 84 American cities had that distinction. Now we're up to 237. Inflation much? Roughly half of the 237. Now this is the kicker. Roughly half of those 237 cities are in California alone.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Followed on the list by New York, New Jersey, Florida, and Massachusetts.
Wow,
They're going
Florida.
to ruin Florida. They're going to ruin.
They are.
Well,
They
Texas
are.
is already well on our way to being ruined.
True.
So let's see. Inventories dipped as mortgage rates shot up, giving many homeowners second thoughts about selling their properties for fear they would have to buy a new home at higher rates. Exactly. I know that feeling. This helped tighten the housing supply and raise costs. There you go. So what I was wanting to do here is I wanted to this next thing I saw. How am I trying to say this? Okay.
I don't know.
There's a listing. Yeah, are you interested? Because I sold it. I set it up perfectly.
You did.
Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I went Joe Biden on you here.
Yep.
So what I want to show you is a listing that was posted to show people what they could buy in Bismarck, North Dakota.
North Dakota
for $2.6 million. Okay. So there you go. $2.6 million. Now I looked it up on the map. It's kind of near the river that goes through Bismarck.
Okay.
It's like right in the heart of Bismarck. Okay. So
I mean,
this
it's
is
a beautiful piece of property, but
look at
2.6. Wow.
8,063 square feet, 6 beds, 6 bath. You got over 2 acres of property there. Okay.
Wow.
Now I'm a little concerned that it was built in 1953.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't look like a 1953 house, if you ask me. But
it does not.
I don't want to.
What was this? The governor's mansion there for a while?
That's a good
No
question.
offense to the North Dakotans, but
yeah. So anyway, you scroll down here. There's no HOA. That's helpful. But $322 a square foot. In fact, yeah, I've got these numbers written down because I want to show you this. Because I then went to Los Angeles. Now I realize every corner of every town is different. So it's not apples to apples. I got that. I totally got that. But what I did is I told myself, find, and I didn't do a lot of looking at all. Okay. I just clicked on the first house that I thought looked kind of in the same part of town. And I want to show you the comparable. Hang on a second here. So you can pay $2.6 million, okay, in North Dakota for what you just saw. Or you could go to San Pedro, California, and you could pay $2.6 million.
Okay.
And get this. Now, this house was built in 1942. Again, what's with the old houses?
What is
now? I did some math, Keith math. That 6,000 square foot lot there is 0.15 acres. All right, so same price. And in South Dakota, you had over 2 acres. Here you have 0.15 acres. But look, you're on the beach. You see that? Now, I don't necessarily care for. I should have gone through the North Dakota one. Sorry. This is incredible. This is beautiful.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
Let's be honest. It is. Yeah. Right? I'm not going to lie here. But then you start to go out to the street view. Like, I think right there, like, that is epic. That's
also looks computer generated, but yeah.
Hold on. Let's go out to the street here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And that's where it kind of falls apart for me because all this, I mean, I'm Airbnb-ing this all day if I'm out in LA.
Beautiful.
But where's the street view? I saw that. Maybe you know what? I went to like Google Earth or something, Google Maps. They didn't put it on here. It's kind of trashy looking out front, you know? Dang it.
Wow.
People can do their own research. 3918 Bluff Plaza something Niner. Anyway,
so it's half pretty much half. 3-bedroom, 3-bath,
Right.
and it's only
So
2,200 square feet.
So $322 a square feet in North Dakota is 1,147 per square foot. So 322 per square foot or cost, and then $1,147 per square foot in LA.
Wow.
But 2.6 million on both of these. And so which are you picking? You're gonna get in the little cramped quarters there, which is, by the way, this is the square footage here is 2,266 compared to 8,063. What are you doing here? You going to North Dakota, or are you going to
if I
LA?
have this kind of money, okay,
Yes. All things being equal,
then
you can work from anywhere, but you got to pick
I can
one
work
of them.
from anywhere. I am originally from California,
Ooh,
and I like parts of California, like Huntington Beach, which is the most conservative you can live in.
Okay.
It's a tough one because
It is.
But
And I was so
if you think
thrilled
about the
that I
house,
just randomly picked it. Like I thought
yeah.
I couldn't have, if I had spent a half an hour, I couldn't have come up with a better comparison here, you know?
And if you think about the house, I would want the bigger house. If you think about the beach, though,
look at the pool. You get to
I
use the pool for
just,
2 weeks. It's warm enough 2 weeks out of the year to use that pool.
but yeah, think about North Dakota, though. I am not a fan of the cold. So I think I would go with California beach house. You?
This is impossible, man. Like I don't mind having a beach house, but I would go Isle of Palms, South Carolina.
That my goodness. That closet was its own.
Oh, that
room.
Bro, the next house I buy is I'm going to make sure it has a closet this size for podcasting.
Yeah, exactly.
Soundproof. I don't want a window. Well, I wouldn't mind a little window for some daylight, but I don't want a lot window. And hold on, let's back up. It's a window in a closet.
That's wow.
That didn't even occur to me at first. But look at this, man. This is incredible. I think you're right.
Do you think there's secret rooms, maybe? If there's secret rooms,
1953,
like goes down to the Bat Cave, maybe. Maybe.
I've talked about, oh my gosh, there's the wine cellar. There's a tornado shelter.
Yeah, tornado shelter.
Yeah, right here. I mean, look at that. Look at the concrete around that gym there. I mean, that is a fallout shelter for the end of the world. I've talked about my buddy Ian had a house, and he set it up so that the bookshelf opened up, and that was the doors to the spare bedroom, to the guest room. Oh my gosh!
See, I think there needs to be more. Wow, look at that floor.
And and by the way, you moved the little head or whatever to open the. It was pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Okay, so now you changing your mind, or you staying at the beach?
I'm staying with the beach.
Yeah. You know, if there was a ski resort close by, here, then
there's golf clubs in the garage, so at least there's a golf course around, so you can play that.
4 weeks, 4 weeks out of the year you can play,
or 4 weeks, yeah.
Okay, well, that's a tough one though. That was
it is a tough one. Yeah, I can't believe you found that kind of a house in North Dakota. Good job.
I mean, it was immediate, man. I was.
Wow.
I think I spent a lot of time prepping for this show. Come on now. But I wanted to find the 2.6 million, and I thought that was a nice comp. Okay, so let me. I'm gonna move this one here. Bear with me, JP and everybody. Let's see here. Okay, I gotta ask you, because we just talked about how incredibly hot it is now and every day between, March and November here. And you're from Oklahoma, so I mean, you understand the heat. What do you set your thermostat on in your house, and do you battle the wife over it?
We battle all the time. I would love it to be at 70. Okay. All the time. She would like it at 75.
Okay.
Or 76. And so, we moved recently, and I was able to, I had the thermometer. Is it thermometer? Thermostat, close enough. Thermal. Anyways,
by the way, Rowdy Introvert, who listens to Pat Gray Unleashed, I don't know if he listens to At the Mic. I will say that He sent these. These are so fun. First of all, I love how the humidity percentage is the big number, and then the
Wow.
temperature in
That's
here
cool.
is and this is, I mean, this is
60.
as cold as it gets, 77 degrees where I'm sitting. And anyway,
Wow.
continue. So
So I
you
had
moved
control
recently.
over yeah, but at the old house, I connected everything to my phone. So whenever I would leave work, I would usually change it to about 70. And as soon as I would get home, my wife would say, "It's too cold in here. You need to change it
Mhm.
back." And now at the new house, I have not set any of that up because I'm lazy in that regard. But so I need to change that because it was fun to be able to control it from my phone.
Gotta be a
Yeah.
man, a man of the house. Put your foot
Right?
down, whatnot.
Yeah.
So I will say that congratulations to the Marxists that are changing our way of life.
Uh-huh.
The electric bills
Oof.
are
Oof.
the last few years. I think one time in the first 10 years in this house, it got above $300. And now in the summer, in the last couple of years, it's been routinely around $500 a month. And it sucks.
Wow.
I'm not happy about that. And that's with me being, a spendthrift, because
Uh-huh.
I will set because upstairs there's an air conditioner and downstairs there's an air conditioner, which,
Right.
by the way, can I just say, I don't want to hear this privilege garbage. That actually is a literal lifesaver when one of your air conditioners goes out, which has happened multiple times in our 12 years here. And
I'd
so
like to know.
until the guy comes out, right, then you can sequester downstairs or
Mhm.
upstairs or whatever,
Yeah.
So what I do actually is when the family leaves for the day, then I will turn up, whatever the hell you want to call it. I will make the downstairs
That's
80
fun.
degrees. So it takes a
Wow.
long time for it to kick on,
Yeah.
because I'm coming home to work up here upstairs. So I'm not going to mess with that one. That one I'll leave at 74.
Wow.
And even I think that's too warm at times. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Right. It needs to be cold.
needs to be cold. And so, but
Needs to be cold.
it's like I'm rewarding myself. I was like, all right, you know what? I'll do 74 upstairs if the other one's going to be off all day. And then, when it gets up to 80, then it kicks on. And
Yeah.
then at nighttime, it's down 73, 74.
It's
Now in the
perfect.
winter time, I'm like ridiculous. I like everyone in the house hates me in the winter. I'm like, nope, 63.
Wow. See, I think I
65
figured out why
upstairs,
your
63
electricity bill
downstairs.
is so expensive.
No, that's cold setting the
It is
in the
cold.
winter time. I don't want that heat kicking on. I will
Yeah.
say this portable AC is really starting to piss me off. I'm hearing it back here. I don't know if the rest
I
of you
can't
can.
hear it at all. I think it
But the
sounds
reason
great.
the
Anyone
reason
watching, can you guys hear it?
everyone tells me they can't hear it, but man, I hear it all the time in my head. The Austin Statesman did a poll. What
Okay.
do most Texans set their thermostat to? And
Interesting.
I have the results here. I'm gonna the way they wrote it up is stupid. So what I did is I just kind of transposed
Created your
their
own stat.
numbers onto a whiteboard.
Oh, wow.
So as you can see here, where are we at? 70 degrees. 7% of Texans set their thermostats in the summertime at 70 degrees. 2% at 71 degrees. 9% at 72 degrees. 2% at 73 degrees. 11% at 74 degrees. That's where I hang out. 75 degrees, 13%.
That's
76
crazy.
degrees, 12%. So it's using that 75, 76 range. No, that's sweating
What
in
is wrong with
places you don't want
people?
to talk about, country right there. 77 degrees, 9%. 78
78?
degrees, 1/5 of respondents said, yeah, I keep it there. Now,
What
again,
is
I don't know.
wrong?
Right.
Texans.
And so I'm not going to take ownership of my 80% number, because I'm not living down there when it's at 80.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 80 degrees. I'm not living
No.
downstairs. I'm up at 74. So 79 degrees, 4%, 80 degrees plus 8%.
Wow.
And now if you can see there, the average, do you see that? The average, I did the math there. It's Keith math, so venture out at your own risk with that number. 75.5 degrees. Department of Energy, you see that DOE? They
Wow.
recommend Americans set their thermostat for maximum savings at 78 degrees. Maximum savings, But minimum comfort, no.
That's crazy. I like your little Karl Rove thing, by the way. That's good. Bring up the whiteboard. I like it.
Now, see,
I like
look.
it.
Let me just show you here. If Trump can carry the 78 degree, and then Harris is out here at the, oh gosh.
Wow. I cannot believe 19%. That's
19%.
crazy.
That's offensive, honestly.
That is offensive.
Look, I know that times are tough and people are tightening their belts. I got that.
Totally
you got to find other places to save money. You don't sacrifice your comfort because that makes you grouchy. It exhausts you. I can't sleep if it's not
100,000 degrees outside.
And
so
wow. I'm a
Hmm.
pass on that 78 to 80 degree range. That's stupid. Let's see. I love this. See, thank you. I know that I've asked y'all multiple times about that AC. See, I think I'm hearing it. Okay, let me tell you what it sounds like, and then I'll leave it alone. So I'm hearing the show. I'm hearing JP in my ears. Okay.
Sound.
But I'm hearing outside. I think the microphone, thank God, isn't picking it up. But what's happening over here that I can hear just through my regular ears is just that's
wow.
You don't hear that, huh? Okay. Well,
no,
I'm not gonna. I'm afraid to touch this microphone because it's gone out on me before, and then it'll be 10 minutes before you see me again. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I don't know if you've been watching much of the Olympics, but there was an iconic photo that was taken a few days ago. Are you familiar with that one? The surfer guy? You saw this? Look at that. How epic is that? I mean, that is insane. So cool. It is so cool. So
I have not looked up anything about this.
Okay, so I've got an update for you. This photographer is familiar with this surfer guy, right? And by the way, this is in Tahiti, because when you think Paris, you think Tahiti. That's where they're doing the surfing. He's a Brazilian star, Gabriel Medina, and the photographer who works for the French press agency, his name is Jérôme Brullier or something.
Good job.
And he says he's familiar. Like whenever this guy gets done and jumps off his board, he's familiar with his style and what. So he was waiting for that more than what the guy was doing, catching a wave and whatnot. And so he was waiting for that celebration. Well, he said he snapped 7 pictures in 1 second. And he had 2 decent ones, and this one he went with. And then people were like, "That's AI. That's photoshopped."
Oh, that's so sad.
Right. And anyway, I don't believe it is at all. I think he absolutely caught that. But it just looks like he's and then you see how the cloud itself looks almost like a shelf. You see?
Yeah. Wow.
Because
that is so
I love
cool.
that picture. That picture's cool, man. Oh, anyway.
Isn't that crazy that now we have to really be nervous about AI?
No. And you have to. You have to because it's where we're rapidly approaching that area where you don't know what's real and you don't know what's fake. And I'm sorry if I seem a little distracted because I was opening up to play something for y'all, and I saw that my stepbrother just offered me a fantasy football trade. I will not look at the offer until we're done.
Don't do it.
But fantasy football trades are my drug.
Fantasy football started again. You know what? I was invited once. Nobody cares for me to be in fantasy football.
Why not? Do you not care about football?
I love football. Boomer Sooner. I also have a love-hate relationship with the Cowboys. So
I have a hate relationship with the Falcons.
They're horrible.
Thank you. You're not allowed to say that. You're not part of the Falcon family. Okay. Like if you're a fan, then you can say that.
Got it. Okay.
Because I've been abused so long that I've earned the right to mock my team.
And a Braves fan. I mean, I'm a Dodgers fan. because remember, I was born in California.
Are y'all being good
raised
to
in
Freddie out
Oklahoma.
there?
No, probably not.
Okay, big fan. So, so I took a picture of this shirt earlier on Twitter. This is what I want to talk
Okay.
about. And see, it's a Hawaiian shirt, right? I mean,
I
'cause
like
it's got
it.
the little right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
So,
it's beautiful.
but it's
Beautiful
also
shirt.
got the little, the Western wear buttons that you see
Sure.
at
Yep.
like the Scottsbluff Monument Mall. Shout out to Scottsbluff, Nebraska. So
Wow.
it's like a Western wear. So I got to thinking, it makes me think of like Hawaii meets a cowboy, like a Hawaiian
Yeah,
cowboy. Be
a
a good name
Hawaiian
for a
cowboy.
band or a professional wrestler.
It would be.
But and I don't know. I didn't get a chance because that guy showed up at the door. I haven't heard but 10 seconds of this, and we'll kill this song as soon as JP says he's had enough of this, right?
Okay.
But I typed in some verses, and I said, hey, make me like a country acoustic song on the AI
Oh, like
thing.
okay, got it.
Okay. And because we played around last week with Alex Cuesta, I made a theme song for his podcast, the Alex Cuesta Show.
Great.
And just we were making like a Jeffy theme and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, here I present to you. It took kind of my lyrics, and I was kind of pissed because it kind of changed them. So it kind of went
Okay.
with my general idea, and I was upset that. And then I ran out of time, and then I got bit by a fire ant, and the mail came, and then JP was waiting for me. So anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I give you. Now I wanted to name it "Horses and Waves." Okay, but they named it Sunrise on the Shore. Here we go.
Wake up before the sun, get my chores done. Heading out where the ocean waves run. I got my boots and my board ready for fun. Living life beneath the big sky one more time begun. I like to chill on the beach, sand in my hand. When work's all done, I'm a free spirited man. Riding high on the waves, land from the fields to the shore. Life's grand as king.
Wow.
When the sun sets, I'll be there on the crest. Kicking dust, riding waves, feeling blessed. Wow. In the heart of the country, it's where I rest. No worries, no hurries, it's the life I love best.
Weehaw!
Wow.
There you go.
What AI program did we use for this?
So the one I used last week was Suno, and that let me do my lyrics, but Suno won't let me create right now. I hit the create button, it wouldn't work. So I had to quickly download, hang on, I'll tell you, I think it's Magic Music something, Magic Music. It's kind of
interesting.
That little, look for that little green wandy thing. Magic Music.
I mean, honestly, it was a little catchy. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, but I'm telling you though, riding a horse and a wave, that would have been more catchy. Okay,
it would have been
because I had the lyrics. I will spare y'all reading the lyrics because I know my brain well enough to know that I will start riding away, and I don't want to do that to you. And so I'm just telling you what I had envisioned was a little more catchy than that right there. But anyway, it's fascinating. What is music is rapidly changing, just like pictures and all sorts of stuff. We aren't in a year, we're not going to have a clue what's real and what's AI.
No, we're not. No.
So there you go. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. Well, first of all, I'm learning there.
Are called
Born Genius. She's the one that had the spider in her backseat. I didn't know they had a word. Pañuelos. Okay.
Pañuelos?
Cowboy family. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, but here, check this out. You're welcome. I'm glad to bring back your grandpa's memory. His 1967 PJs.
You're right.
I got this shirt. I got it at Goodwill. I know that. Or Salvation Army, something like that. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's that? What did it say? Vicky's been wearing a shirt because Hawaiian Cowboy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. So, okay. Speaking of the ocean, what's the deal with the orcas sinking boats all over the place? Have you seen this? They're pissed, man.
I've seen a couple of them. I don't know which one you've got because,
well,
I think they're finally getting angry, Finally.
Yeah.
It's like that Moby Dick book did nothing for us. Didn't help us at all.
Well, they don't know. And I was so grateful for this story from some outlet that didn't mention climate change once.
Wow. Okay.
And I
like the outlet.
Maybe I'm just too sensitive, JP, but I scanned this article. I was like, I'm not reading this stupid article if I see climate change anywhere. And I didn't,
yeah.
but apparently, here's their theory.
Okay.
They think that rudders are bothering them because those are the types of boats that they keep attacking. And whenever they disable the rudder, they move along.
Wow.
So that's your safety tip. If you're going out in the ocean where whales hang out, maybe don't use a boat with a rudder. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
Glad I could help.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
By the way, there's lead in cinnamon right now, and then there's boar's head meat has got the listeria, so y'all be careful out there.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to help
That's
you out.
depressing.
Well, I'm looking out for people, you know?
I used to put cinnamon in everything. Put it on chicken, all kinds. I loved cinnamon.
See? I'm that way with capers now.
Capers?
I'll put capers in ice cream if someone dares me. I just love that.
What do you
taste,
normally
man.
put them on, though?
Oh,
I
gosh.
don't even know if capers have a good taste.
Oh, yeah, it's bitter. It's a little bitter, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
I'll put it on like a cheese pizza. I'll put it in a salad.
I'm sure Chef Gruel would be having a heart attack if he was here.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's right. I've put it in a baked potato recently.
Okay. That could pass.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. You should. Everybody watching right now, you need to get to know capers. Okay. Underrated. Most underrated thing in your fridge right now. Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Benjamin Flinsborg, the guest of yesterday's deep dive, he has a lot of knowledge up in his cranium. And here we go. Orcas has been sinking boats for centuries in the North Atlantic. They're a nuisance to their young. Wait, they are a nuisance to their young?
Whoa.
But if humans fall into the water, they will actually save you. They're a nuisance to their young. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Leslie, we're fighting. Let's see here. Just make sure.
I wonder why. Like, what? I wonder what is it? Is it the book, like capers? You know, you just don't like capers. I was trying to make a dad joke. Didn't really go well. Hate those capers. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll help you with some dad jokes sometime. Let's see here. Okay, so I have a serious question. I don't know what the deal is with stories about weddings lately that have led to the conclusion being, whose side are you on? This is a tough one. I don't know how this is getting in my feed or whatever, but check this out.
Okay.
From people.com. People magazine. Yes.
It's my favorite. I go there every day.
All right. So what's your favorite article you've read at People lately? I didn't realize that. So why don't you enlighten us?
You know what? It's probably this one because I'm sure.
Well played. Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
So there's a Reddit post. Yeah. First of all, you know a story's going to be great when it starts off with, according to a Reddit post, a table of hungry guests. This is a poorly written article. They don't even explain this. Listen to this. It's a wedding reception, JP and company. Okay.
Okay.
And so these guests are hungry, right? They're at the table. Yeah. Don't you hate that when I got it. I got it. I'm like the guest of a guest of a guest. So I'm the last table to go to the buffet. I understand that because you know, you say, okay, this table, go up to the buffet, serve yourself, blah, blah, blah. So according to this Reddit post, a table of hungry guests who found nothing left when it was their turn at the buffet, they said, oh my gosh, there's nothing over there. And let me just read through this. A bride and groom were left fuming after some of their wedding guests ordered pizza and wings to their reception when the food from the buffet ran out. One of the hungry guests recounted the incident in a lengthy post on Reddit's Am I the A-hole forum, explaining why the group decided to dial up for the food delivery. They wrote that while the buffet fare looked really good, they had to wait for several other tables, including many of the newlyweds' family members, to be called to serve themselves first. The people ahead in line, the poster noted, exacerbated the situation by taking large servings and even going back for seconds. By the time the poster got to the buffet, they were disappointed to find that there was nothing left to eat. I asked if there was more coming out, and apparently that had already occurred. So we grabbed the little that we could and went back and sat down and ate the scraps. The poster and some other guests at their table got to talking and grumbling about how hungry they were still and decided to order food. quote, we all pitched in and ordered 4 large pizzas and some chicken wings from a
What?
local pizza joint close to the venue, so it didn't take long to be delivered. So
No.
we obviously have a food faux pas here, but who is more guilty, Judge JP?
I mean, being married once, I don't know. I would say it'd be pretty rude to bring pizzas, but
Okay.
what are your thoughts?
Is it more rude to not have food for your guests that you invited to sit there
Yeah.
and start? Because I live in a state of hanger. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
I'm constantly
If you
just
were promised or, maybe under the impression that there should have been food, yeah,
Mhm.
I think they have every right to get as much pizza as possible.
So now you're not upset that they got the pizzas.
No, I'm not. I'm not upset. I'm not.
So you
upset.
took a journey on this story.
I did. It was a deep journey. I had to really go deep inside. And
I think
it
I
from
was
this
in the
People
same
magazine
way.
article.
I think I was the same way.
Right?
I when I started reading this article, I was like, wow, that's rude. And then I thought, no, wait, it's more rude to invite guests and not have food for them. I realize weddings and receptions are expensive. I've been there. I've done that. You're talking to a guy who didn't get to eat his own groom cake.
Oh, wow.
I heard from everybody and their brother, oh my gosh, that groom cake was delicious. That was incredible. Blah, 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 blah.
And you didn't get anything.
Carrie and I didn't get any.
That's so sad.
It is sad. I'm still upset about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I am. Because, how often do you have people come up to you and just start making conversation about a cake they tried?
Right?
And
probably
then
the
you're
best
like,
cake they've ever tried in their life.
I'm glad I paid for that. And
yeah,
you can get a bite. And shout out to everybody looking out for us, trying to save us a piece or two.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't that
what's the point of a bridesmaid if you're not going to guard the cakes?
Maid of honor should have done it. Best man should have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I would question.
What? I'm about to call my best man right
Do
now, live on the air.
You should.
And just be like, I just haven't talked to him in 20 years. So that'd be awkward. That's not true. That's not true. We text during Falcons games. In fact, that's how he became my best man. Is at the University of Nebraska. I found the one out of the thousands of students there in school. John Engel was apparently the only other Atlanta Falcons fan there in Lincoln, Nebraska.
No
He
way.
and I became buddies and ended up doing a radio show together. We're both broadcasting majors, and I should reach out. I should bring him in here. Because he and I used to do a show together in college.
Yes. See,
hang on, let me write that down.
You might not be the best guest, but I hope you get the best guests.
That's right, and that's how I got there. It's just by sounding it out. You'd be a great therapist. You know that?
Yeah.
John Engel.
That's what I tell myself when I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not laying on the couch though. I'll do a Zoom call, but I'm not laying.
We can do Zoom.
That's awkward,
I've been seeing a lot more of those, by the way, in my feeds, which is weird. I don't need a counselor. I don't need one. No, but all of these Zoom massage therapists, have you seen these?
Time out. 2 questions for you, and then I want to let you take the floor.
Got it.
So your algorithm is giving you ads, right? Hold on, right? Is that right?
Yeah, it's
for massage therapists.
I guess
not mental therapists like I was referring to. Okay, so massage therapy is somehow popping up in your feed.
Well,
you can address that, however.
How I got there, it's kind of like a massage therapist, but they also help with your mental state. It's weird.
Okay, so your algorithm somehow thinks that you need the loving touch of a stranger, but I don't understand the Zoom thing.
You know what I'll do? I will find a video. Maybe later on I'll tweet it at you or X at you. What do they say? What do these kids say nowadays? Anyways, I've seen it to where someone is on the other side of the Zoom, and then the counselor or massage person is going like this, and the person moves to it.
No, that's stupid.
And they said it's the newest way of being able to get help through the
What the
internet.
hell? All right, look, we are idiocracy, plain and simple.
We are.
I mean,
We are.
this
But
is-
why
I cannot.
am I getting that? What does Instagram
Bro,
know
I
about
don't
me
know.
that I don't?
I'm not gonna. So hold on. Is Zoom massage therapy? I can't. What are we
I don't know.
talking about?
Who knows what's going to come up? Everyone, you might just let Keith look it up.
Now my algorithm's gonna be effed up. Hang on, I'm looking for a YouTube video. Okay, okay, here we go. Hang on a second. Let me get this ad out of the way here. Oh, there's not an ad. Okay, cool. Hang on a second, y'all. We're gonna get a massage together. That didn't sound right either. Hey, hang on a second.
It's probably going to be tougher than you think to find.
No, I've got something here. Hang on.
Careful.
Careful. I'm trying to crop this better. There we go. Okay. We're going to talk with Rachel Richards. She is a licensed massage therapist.
Rachel Richards,
On
licensed massage therapist.
Yeah, we already
And
said
as
that.
you probably know, I am unable to practice massage therapy during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
So many businesses.
Yeah.
But this is a time that we could really use all the help and care that we can get.
Yeah.
So I am going to offer virtual massage sessions,
Oh,
and I
shut
really
up.
hope you'll join me.
No.
This is a time of severe touch deprivation. We have no social interaction, well, aside from video, and we have financial hardships. We're trying to figure out how to work at home and homeschool the kids. It's just crazy, and it's all leading to anxiety. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, physical tension, and physical pain as well.
Well, show us this.
So I'm going to offer virtual massage therapy, and you might wonder who's doing the treatment, and that's going to be you. We'll do a consultation, and I will have a customized, tailored to you.
No, come on. I'm sorry.
Self-massage that I will teach you
Self-massage?
one-on-one.
Look,
And I
trying
can
it
also
now.
teach you corrective exercises and stretches, anything to help
Uh-huh.
with your particular treatment goals. And we can also work with the family. So I could teach anyone in your household massage techniques that you can use on one another to help each other out during this time, this time of great need for nurturing touch.
Nurturing touch. Okay, so there you go.
Wow.
I didn't quite get the what I was hoping to get was the demonstrate it for us, JP. How does it go again?
I know.
The only thing I picked up from that video
this.
was touch deprivation. You don't want that.
No,
Touch
but it's giving
deprivation.
yourself a pat on the back is what it is, you know?
Okay. Not sold.
telling
So
you.
apparently that started during COVID, and apparently it's now done so well that they can afford advertising. Sounds
I
like.
know. It's amazing. It works. I mean, I've never done it, but it looks neat.
It looks neat. Okay, so there we go. Virtual massage therapy. Okay, this this story here. I know what I want to tell you. When you started talking about the massage therapy, I wanted to let you know that so there is an area, kind of a strip mall that we frequent, and my oldest daughter said what everybody else was thinking. There's this foot spa. You made me think of this when you were talking about like massage therapy.
Yeah.
And they have the weirdest hours, man. It's like 7 days a week, like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or something. I forget, right? And it's the windows are just black, right?
Of course. Yeah.
And so she finally said what everybody was saying. She's like, I don't think they're getting foot massages in there. and I think what really tipped the scales was on Easter, when it was clear that they were open for business. And so we need to stake out this joint and see if there are like, middle-aged dudes going in there, whatever. But anyway, the other day, I was in the parking lot and there were 3 middle-aged women standing right in front of the door.
What?
And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it is legit, like maybe that's what they do in there.
Okay.
And either that or they're just paid actresses to hang out front and throw off the cops,
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
Did you go in?
weird. Hell no, I didn't go in. Kidding me? Go in there. I need my foot massage. That's code for something else.
Right.
That costs extra.
Oh, of course. So when we were in New York City, we lived there for a while. There, we would always walk by the Scientology place. Okay, and it's almost this is the same situation. You walk by, and they've got people out there. And they're trying to sell you Scientology, and I'd always walk by and say something about Jesus Christ, but that's just myself. And but then one day we were like, where were we? We kept doing that, and then we had to go to. We were randomly at Dinesh D'Souza's premiere in Hollywood for a movie that my wife had helped market. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So then we walked by another Scientology because it's huge there. And we said, you know what? Let's go in. We go in. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And we look around, and there's a woman that's at the desk.
Okay.
And it's crazy. She looks at us and she goes, "Oh, hello. Welcome. We have a tour in Korean on the other side of those doors if you'd like to join. But if not, we'll have an English one very, very soon behind those doors."
Oh,
And my wife
behind the
and I looked around. We're like, you know what? I think we're fine. I think we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We walked right out. But it was the strangest thing, almost like these fronts for the foot spas.
Right. Well, Jeffy and I have threatened to go into the maybe a mile and a half at the most from where we work there in Irving and where you work. There is a Scientology, like
What?
I don't know if it's headquarters or it's like a main deal. Oh, dude, and yes.
What?
So we need to go over there. We need to do a field trip. We've talked about this a dozen times between myself, Jeffy, and Pat, and Chris, and everything. And we got to get over there to do a field
that would
trip.
be fun. Yeah,
Live stream it. I bet they love that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what to talk about next with you. You know what I do want to do?
I'm that exciting for you, huh?
No, I'm trying to figure out because I'm moving some of these food things out of the way here since we got stood up by the chef.
Food. I mean,
yeah, but hang on.
I like chicken nuggets because my kids like them, but they have to be gluten and dairy free. So
because of them or because of just you?
Because of me.
You don't want. You screwed up your kids. Next thing you know, they're going to be signing up for massage therapy online, virtual massage therapy.
Virtual.
Did you see that the astronauts are still up in space? It's been 57 days and counting. They're supposed to be up there 10 days. They're now up there 57, and they have no idea when they're coming back.
Isn't this crazy, though? Because this supposedly, if you depends on how you stand on space, happened with Apollo 13, and everyone was glued to the TVs. At least that's what I've heard. But this thing, nothing.
Now
I don't hear anything.
Right. Now you have access to all sorts of information 24 hours a day. And you maybe see at least in my world, you'll see a blip on the news. You're like, I'm not going to click that today. And then you'll see it like a week later. Oh, crap. They're still there. And then
they're still there.
Maybe I'll maybe I'll just read the sub headline. Okay, well, that sucks. And then maybe a week later, you'll finally click on it. Well, I finally clicked on it and read up on it. I mean, first of all, Boeing being involved is your first problem. But I love this, though. I love this. The trip was, this is from Vox. The trip was always intended as a test voyage for the spacecraft, and Boeing and NASA have said that the time spent understanding and fixing the spacecraft's issues, multiple helium leaks and thrusters that shut off unexpectedly while it was in space, was valuable. Talk about spin. Look, I mean, sure, it sucks for the two astronauts on board, but, it's invaluable being able to try to fix it while it's out there. And here's a quote. How would you like this? If you're one of because there's a guy, he's like 61, and I think she's in her 50s, and it's just the two of them just hanging out. Cool. But here's the quote from the vice president and program manager of Boeing's Commercial Crew Program, Mark Nappy. He said, "We don't understand the issues enough to fix them permanently. And the only way that we can do that is to take the time in this unique environment and get more data, run more tests." Wow, you're good luck, y'all. I hope that works out.
That is, can you imagine?
So what the Starliner was supposed to do was supposed to bring astronauts back and forth between the International Space Station on a regular basis at some point this year. I mean, and they can't even get the first one to
why
work
would
out.
you use Boeing? I mean, you've got Elon Musk, who's able to pretty much do whatever he wants.
He'll ride to the rescue
Why?
eventually.
He will. It's going to happen, and he'll be the
Yep.
one that does it.
And he'll be out there. Yeah.
Or the spaceman he sent out years ago in one of
Jump
his
in.
cars.
Jump in the convertible. We're
Jump
going
in,
back
jump in.
home. Okay, let's see. Oh, by the way, I feel like I'm the only person that didn't know this until I saw this article come across. Oh my gosh, what is the deal? It's another people.com
Wow.
article. What is
Wow.
happening? Anyway,
the
did you know
Top
that
news network.
you're younger than me, but did you ever watch
course.
Friends and or Frasier?
I wasn't as big of a Frasier fan, but I've been trying to get into it. More of a Seinfeld fan, although
Okay.
my wife has recently got me into Friends, and I am
Mhm.
quite the fan of Friends.
Okay. So you know Phoebe, Lisa Kudrow.
I do. Yes.
Do you
Very
know that-
personally, we're great friends.
Oh, really? We'll get her
Yeah.
on this show.
Done.
I'll have her and my best man, John Ingle.
Oh, perfect.
Well, that'll be a good pairing on here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Did you know that she was originally cast as Roz on Frasier?
What? No way.
Yeah.
They're around the same time, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, they were.
That's
So,
crazy.
she said that. So she was on a podcast recently. I don't know who it was with. Anyway, so she went to the audition for Friends. Okay, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Well, anyway, I guess they did. She said it was a devastating experience, and this was before she got the gig at
Devastating.
Friends, obviously, because she got fired. This is one of those stories that Keith didn't read before he got on here. I just saw a quote in here, and I'm trying to find that one quote. Anyway, I guess she did one episode, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we really didn't mean to hire you for that role." So
Wow.
made a casting mistake with me. Let's
Oh my
see.
God.
They said that this isn't working. Yeah, I can't see her as Roz, the bullheaded
No.
producer for Frasier.
No.
And by the way, can I just say, I absolutely loved Cheers, even though some of it was over my head when I was young.
Oh, Cheers
But-
is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And in hindsight, when you go back and watch it now, it's great. I still have the opinion that Frasier was, as a spinoff, was better than Cheers.
Yeah.
And Cheers
I would-
Cheers was great.
Cheers was great. I think the first few seasons of Cheers were my favorite. I think the last ones, it was just, it's all right. Yeah, it's my personal opinion. It's almost like
I
The
just-
Office,
Oh, The Office, they kind of teetered out at the end. Whereas like Parks and Rec, I just finished watching that finally. That was
Wow.
solid from start to finish.
Right? It was so good.
I mean, there were no weak moment. Like, the seasons when Michael isn't in the office, you're like,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
still
so
doing this,
stupid. Yeah.
Parks
and Rec
but
was so good.
Parks and Rec was brilliant from start to finish. I didn't like, though, when you get to the end of Parks and Rec, toward the last season, I don't want to. You're not giving things, Keith. You're the last human on Earth to watch Parks and Rec. You're giving nothing away, man. But they're in 2025, and they're at the White House,
Yep.
and Joe
Oh.
Biden's the president. And I only saw this episode like within the last few weeks, and I thought to myself, nope, no, he's not.
Wow.
So,
That's crazy. I did not even think about that. Wow.
yeah. Okay, so let me. We haven't done animal videos. My gosh, we're 90 minutes in. We haven't done any animal videos. I feel like I've shortchanged you and the audience, and I feel so badly. So let me make
It's
sure
almost
that I
like
get
the Russia crash videos we used to watch years ago.
some... That was a staple of the Pat and Stu days.
It was.
As a matter of fact, yeah. Let's see here. Where did I have? Well, he's got all out of order. Let's see. Dog. This isn't right. Hang on. Bear with me, y'all. This will be totally worth it at some point. Well, let me play this. How sweet is this? I mean, I'm gonna look. It's a monkey.
Who owns a monkey? Seriously, I've always
And a bunny.
Who owns a monkey?
And does the bunny get up there by himself? That's what I care about. Well, don't eat the bunny. What the hell? Are you kissing it, or you eat? What is happening there? I think
Planet of the Apes is what we're watching right now.
right. Is he thinking it's that the bunny tastes like watermelon? I don't care for that. But how did the bunny get up there? Like, do you think the bunny got up there on its own?
That's
or do you think they
impressive.
just...
I didn't know
Yeah.
bunnies ate watermelon.
But that is
Something.
that's a strange world where, okay, bro. I mean,
Wow.
getting fresh.
He's like, maybe you're one of mine.
So anyway, I thought that was kind of cute. You know,
That is a good one. I like
you
it.
like that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So JP likes that one. I like animals that are very intelligent. They're fun to watch. Like this prairie dog, which, by the way, all over western Nebraska.
Are there?
Probably in that yard in North Dakota too. Probably big.
Wow.
Still and he'll come up.
Yeah, leave your hand still, Beaver.
Yo, oh goodness. Get closer to it. It might
Well,
bite you.
He's interested.
He's interested.
Give him a minute.
Watch this.
He'll come.
Psych.
Wow.
See that? Yeah, see
That's
that?
pretty funny.
And then in his little bat cave there. That's cool
That's
stuff.
pretty funny.
That
That's a
was
smart
fun.
one.
I like smart animals. You know, I read something this week that said that the average dog has the intelligence of a 2-year-old child. And
The average dog? Ugh.
yeah, like the average intelligence of a dog.
I wish
Well,
my
mean,
dog
first-
was a little smarter
you
than
were-
what he
okay.
is, because he's not a 2-year-old.
Not a 2-year-old, huh?
No,
See,
he's
I'd
like
say-
6 months maybe.
He's what?
He's like 6 months.
6
I
months.
wish- yeah.
I'd say Matilda is a year old. You know.
Yeah?
Brain.
How old is Matilda now?
She is about to be 8.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And Tanner's turning 12. I would say Tanner has the intelligence of a 5-year-old. But somebody sent me this video of, and I don't have it here, but I need to tweet this out. And apparently at the time, 2006, when this video came out, I had never heard of. You ever heard of Skid Boot, the dog?
No.
I'll post this up later on my Twitter feed. And what an intelligent dog. That dog's got to have the intelligence of an 8-year-old, 10-year-old. You know, it's incredible. So, but anyway, that was 2006, and we lost him. So, sorry.
So sad.
I know, right? I feel bad
Wow.
for even bringing that up.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah, I got you all attached to Skid Boot, and then I took him away from you, and I feel like a jerk.
Oh,
that's what I
wow.
am. Look at that dog, huh? That dog is going to stop that dust devil. Yeah, I kicked his. Wait. Whoa, hey.
Whoa, wait. 1 second. That's pretty funny.
That is kind of cute.
Wow. Huh.
There
That's a
you
good
go.
one.
So, just
So
you
all
know.
we need are dogs to stop tornadoes. Good to know.
Oh my gosh! If we had a giant dog,
Yeah.
we could
Tornadoes would
end
be-
it.
Destroyed.
Well, okay, so if there were no such thing as tornadoes anymore, would you
Yeah.
still want that Ford Raptor to go storm chasing?
Yeah, I think I'd still want it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just go. Yeah.
You know, a great Twitter account to follow is @fact. Okay, and all
Yeah.
it does is post facts, and there's some fun
Okay.
stuff there. And so I printed this one up. Do you have a guess of how many balloons it would take to lift the average house? Maybe not that
Oh.
North Dakota house we saw.
Just like up.
Yeah,
right?
just like Up, just like the movie Up. So your typical house, how many helium-filled balloons? Any guesses in the chat? I want to see your guesses. How many helium-filled balloons would it take to lift the typical house off the ground? Any guesses? I don't know if this is a practical tip, knowledge to have, but I'm giving it to you anyway.
My bad guess is 300,000.
That is a bad guess. I mean, in fairness, I didn't guess because I had it
There
in
you
front
go.
of me.
See?
Over
Well,
9.
How big are the balloons? Is it an air balloon?
No,
Like a hot air balloon?
No. You even said it yourself. It's the movie Up.
Okay. Got it.
Just over 9 million.
9 million. Up
Crazy, right?
Wait, so Up is an accurate movie. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. How many did they use in that? It wasn't 9
Not
million.
9 million? No.
Right, well, that was a smaller house, though.
You said average size. It was
Well,
a 2-story house.
That house wasn't.
Was
like-
it 2-story?
Yeah, it was 2-story,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that wide. It was just.
I don't know.
Okay, Mandalorian Patriots always sending me crazy stuff. So he
Mandalorian.
tags
Great
me
show.
in a tweet and he says, it says, "Hey, stop what you're doing and Google why chainsaws were invented." So I literally stopped what I was doing to find out why chainsaws were invented, and here's what I found. In 1780, two Scottish doctors invented the prototype of the chainsaw, not to cut down trees or clear debris. No, John Aitken and James Jaffrey invented the hand-cranked chainsaw to cut through the pelvises of delivering mothers who were having trouble pushing their babies out.
No way.
I don't know how the human race exists, honestly.
That's crazy. How many people did they try that on while they were
know.
testing it?
I don't know. You Google that. Let us know. I'm serious.
Wow.
Find out
I
how
didn't know
many
it was
people have
Scottish
died
either.
from Scottish. Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, wow, do they have a lot of trees to cut down? Oh, my goodness. What are they doing that? Oh, no. To cut the...
Wow.
It's like there's so much that can go wrong. Has to have gone wrong. And I can't wait to find out what research you came up with. Honestly, if I'm the woman, right? I'm just like,
Can you imagine?
I'm dying. I'll die. Me and the baby, we're gonna check out. There's not a chance in hell. Especially 1720. Is that when that was? There's nothing better. Oh yeah, whiskey. That'll help. Come on. Stop it. Stop.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of how you would. And is there any concern about the
rest of the body and the baby?
The baby, the body, how are we? And honestly, we're actually being challenged at this rate. How are we still a thing, the human race? Because we are so dumb. For as smart as we are shockingly dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you find out how many people have died at the hands of a chainsaw?
No, but despite this article that I found on storkhelpers.com,
Stork helpers, okay,
from womb to wood, despite the terror that thought might invoke in you, the truth is that the proto chainsaw saved many lives due to its speedy operation and clean and precise cuts. And it was a much smaller version than what we see today. It says sword-sized machine we see today, the size of a butter knife. Still doesn't change the fact that
you gotta cut through skin.
You gotta cut
and
through
muscle
skin
and tendons and whatnot. And
no thanks. Thank God for modern day medicine, I guess.
I'll just die. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm
if you're
dying.
birthing something, then you might. So something's off.
That's right. That's 1720, not 2024.
Yeah,
so that wasn't possible yet.
Right.
For me to birth a child. Okay, so I think it was last week. It was recently. We did a dog eavesdropping video. We're always a fan of those here on
those are great.
At the mic, whatever this is called, Friday live stream. So here's another dog eavesdropping to a phone call. I always love these. These are fun. I got to do one with Tanner. Like if I did one with Matilda, she would just be like, but Tanner would be like, whoa, what? Mm-hmm. But Matilda would just be, what? Anyway, so here we go. This is a dog eavesdropping here. Oh, look at the fake dialing. See that?
Hi. Yeah. I'm just calling to find out
to what
do good boys get?
What do good boys get?
Oh, they get treats. My gosh, they get cookies. Good boys get cookies? Do they go play? Okay. And then we go to the park for a walk. Wow, the dog park? Oh, but then they need a bath and have to get their nails done.
No, he didn't like that. He didn't like getting his nails done.
That's great.
But now that feels torturous. You got to pay it off. You got to take the dog, to the park with treats or something. But
that's awesome.
He didn't care for the nail part. I don't blame him. Yeah, your little dog that you talked about. Do you ever have to cut the dog's nails, or how's that?
I tried it when we first got a dog. We were not totally smart and got two dogs when our firstborn was on its way. So yeah, they were, one of them ended up being sent to an aunt with a big farm because that dog was crazy. But the current dog we have, Duke, is a yellow lab. He's
okay.
about 70 pounds, 75, 80 pounds actually. And I have tried cutting nails. I can't do it. Can't do it. It didn't go well the first time around.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind it, but I'm just not good at it. Do you do
Do they
that
not?
with your?
Well, I don't know why it is, but Tanner's nails just, I think because he goes on so many
Walks.
and now it's difficult for him. But I think they just kind of
they rub
wear
themselves
down.
So
on
you're
their
saying
own,
I don't walk
right?
my dog enough? That's what you're saying.
Fair.
The accusations on this show are just.
But
wow.
Matilda, who only walks as a method of last resort, those nails had to be trimmed. It's an adventure. It's an ordeal with her and Aslan. And but where she used to like, fight it, like when I say fight it, just pull it away and make it difficult or whatever. Now she just gives up. Like now she just lays there on her back. It's hysterical. And she just like, all right, get it over with. It's gotta take a picture of this.
That's
and she just
awesome.
lays there until Aslan says, okay, we got them all done. All right, I want to play this. Now, this video had some sad music with it, but YouTube will get angry. And so we'll just have the silent. What you're about to see is, they got the dogs that do the little hurdles and the whatever. Westminster Dog Show type stuff. Anyway, so this dog was like a champion show dog, and got hit by a hit and run driver, and so its back legs are paralyzed now.
Oh no!
And so this is a touching video with sad music that you'll just have to imagine playing in your head. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the dog name Kip Champ.
Wow,
something I forget. Anyway, so they're announcing, explaining what happened, and so the crowd is like, oh, I love this, and this is just so touching because as you can see, they have a little contraption. Look at those little legs, man. It's just heartbreaking.
Oh my gosh,
heartbreaking, right?
Sorry,
but wait for it. See,
oh,
you got the sad music playing, the piano, right? Okay, can you do this there, champ? I forgot the Kip. What was the name?
Kip.
Sorry.
Kip.
Let's go with Kip Champ. Kip Champ. Ready, set, go, Kip Champ. Kip, are you going? Come on. Sorry. Here we go. Look at this. Look at Kip Champ. I forgot Kip Champ's name. I'm so sorry.
No.
Look at this. Kip Champ.
Wow.
Go,
He's
Kip
going
Champ.
right through.
Right?
Where are the hurdles? Oh, sorry.
Look at that. And jumped over the
gosh,
thing. And then it was like, I'm not going to do anymore. Yeah,
he's like, wow. Okay, that's
I mean,
good for him.
Sweet. Isn't that sweet?
Good for Kim Champ. That's cool.
I don't know.
Oh wow. Still going.
It breaks
Look
your
at that
heart,
thing.
but I know. I'm just love it. It makes me happy and sad at the same time. Kind of like a song by the band Travis. Happy and sad at the same time.
Happy and sad.
All right, I got something here for you. Okay, so this is such a great video. This guy put a GoPro or something like that on his cat's collar. I love it, man. You people send me the great stuff. Thank you so much. Watch this. So this is a cat with a camera on its collar. Ready, set, and go. It's chasing another cat that got its territory.
No way.
Look at this. Oh, that cat's go. Oh, wait. You're catching up to it.
Wow, what kind of cat? That's crazy.
Right? This is great. This is so great. Look at that, man. He's not letting this go. He's like, whoa, don't get hit. Oh, no, please don't get hit. Look at, whoa, you tried to cut that too close.
That is amazing.
Now listen, he's panting now. He's getting tired.
Whoa.
They're right there. Get his ass. Wait, why'd you go underneath? Please don't get hit.
It looks both ways. Come on. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that one's slow.
Oh. See, the cat thought he got away.
Yeah, he did.
Believe.
Wow, listen to that cat breathing. My gosh, this is awesome.
Those heart muscles are getting a workout, man.
Wow.
Kick his ass, Steve Ass. He jumped on the wrong porch.
What is happening? This is crazy. That camera, like, what did he do? Glue it to the cat?
No, it's on his collar.
It's crazy.
Now look at him. They're just like, should I stop? Are we still doing this?
I'm gonna take a break for a
Can we
second.
just, yeah, can we just chill out now?
That's amazing. What a great video.
It's
Wow.
so awesome. Yeah. You know what? I don't think I sent. I didn't email myself this one, but this guy put a GPS tracker on his cat, and the cat always kind of follows the dog walking around the block, you know. And so you basically you see the GPS data, and so you see the guy with his dog, like here's the street, right? This is the street, and you just see as he's doing this number down the street, the cat follows him, you know, for a little while from the house, and then kind of goes through here and goes through here and goes over here, and then comes down to an alley at the same time he gets back here, and then they go home together.
Wow.
Wait, did any of that show up, JP? Or was I like hiding it from the camera? Sorry.
I mean, now I'm seeing it all.
I'm sorry. I really screwed that up.
That is confusing.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
great.
that was animals
Wow.
are great. Okay, so I have a video of Chef Gruel that I was going to play for him.
Well, let's
And-
watch it.
And I
Go ahead.
kind of, I wanted to ask him, you know, he might be married to a communist. He and his wife, Lauren, they do a show together, and it's called American Gravy. Go to AmericanGravy.com. In fact, there's that, AmericanGravy.com. They do the show together. But I wanted to ask him about this video that he posted recently. And can I just say that I guess I hold the whole shopping experience for cheese. So Carrie will send me hey, you know, bring us some like 3 cheese Mexican whatever blah 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 shredded.
yeah.
I will stand at the damn Walmart wall of cheese where there's 100 different boxes because we're American, damn it.
Yeah.
And we have a right to have this many options. But I will stand there and I will be like, okay, wait, where like how is it arranged? First of all, that's the first question I have. And then secondly, it's like once I find it, I'm like, do I want the finely ground, shredded? Do I want it's just
I get it.
I would never
And I don't even
ever
eat cheese.
ask for less choices, but you know, shopping for cheese overwhelms me. And it's overrated. Yes, I said it. Cheese is absolutely overrated. That's why I think I'm
Do you even
possibly
eat
a
pizza?
communist. Huh?
You are
Yeah,
a communist.
Okay, I do like. I love the
cheese.
pizza. I love the
If I
pizza.
could eat it,
I love
it.
the pizza. I just yeah. Okay.
Okay. Strange.
Yeah. So I don't know. I cheese isn't, you know, I don't know. It's I mean, it's overrated. Am I alone in this? I mean, do you
are.
I was afraid of that. So what I want to do now is play this video. Speaking of pizza and cheese, what is about to happen on this video is my biggest pet peeve with pizza because, as people know, I do love Totino's. I love the cheese pizzas and stuff. But man, you gotta let it cool off because if you eat it right out of the oven, it's a freaking disaster.
It is
just like this right here. Look at first off, look how big of that. Whoa. Okay, well, sorry. So I guess the whole point of this video was how big of a piece of pizza that is. But it's ruined because they stopped the thing before the cheese is gonna fall right off.
Right.
You see that? I wish this video were longer.
Oh,
But it's not. Anyway, I just
wow.
I don't like it when cheese does that, man. You got to let it cool off.
Let it cool off. Let it sit there. Let it really get stuck to that crust.
Let it rest. Am I right?
Give it a rest. It's been burning in the oven for a very long time. It needs to cool down.
Let me see here. Something else for you specific. Oh, yes. Okay. So you have to do a lot of traveling. I'll let you go after this because I know that you already put off a meeting today to be here. I appreciate it.
And it's worth every minute of it. I like you, Keith.
Well, oh, you're so sweet. So, when we're going to 60 Vines. So anyway, check this out. You do a lot of traveling, right? MercuryOne, which by the way,
Yes.
let me put this up here because you go to disaster areas, you go to help the people out.
Yeah.
MercuryOne.org. Please donate if you can. How many airports? You weren't expecting this question.
Wow.
How many airports would you estimate that you've been to in your life? Probably impossible to count.
Yeah. And
okay.
probably impossible to count.
Do any of them stand out for you? Like, oh my gosh, this was the greatest, or oh my gosh, this was the worst.
I hate the Denver airport. I think it is the worst airport in the world.
One world government is based there.
Yeah, it's horrible. Also, LaGuardia used to be the worst airport. Living there for a while, we would go to LaGuardia because we use Southwest because they're cheap sometimes. And there would just be like plumbing bags, like just hold any leaks in the ceilings, and then wires next to them all over the place. So it took them like 4 or 5 years to update LaGuardia. And then all of a sudden we flew back one time, and after we had moved, and we were like, this is the most beautiful place I've ever been. It is like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. LaGuardia Airport is now a beautiful airport.
Wonder how many tax dollars they threw at that.
Oh,
airports are pits for tax dollars, man.
They're such a waste.
So much going on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I will say that Salt Lake Airport in 2021, I don't know if it was a construction thing or what, but we've never walked so far to catch a plane.
Yeah, still that way.
Yeah.
I was in Salt Lake last year. Still that way.
It makes no sense. And then it's like you're going down this narrow hallway.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, DFW is the worst airport for picking someone up at.
It is the worst.
Because if you don't I don't know, like this thing was built in the 80s.
Yeah.
You didn't have apps in the 80s telling you what gate to pull up to. You didn't have cell phones. I don't know how you found anyone at the Dallas airport before you had a smartphone. I have no idea
either.
Because you have to know the freaking gate. It's not like Atlanta. I'll pick you up at North Terminal or whatever the hell. They have A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
And then you have to know in there, you have to know, you better at least know which half of the gates. Is it 1 through 30 or 30 through 50 or whatever the hell? Because now I got to know if I'm going upstairs or downstairs.
And you might miss it because
oh my gosh, I have done so many freaking loops at DFW, bro.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, just so you know, they're about to put $3.2 billion into DFW.
Why?
To make it even bigger.
To give us F, G, and H?
They're giving us F. And
they've already given us F. I hate that place. And then they charge you, is it $2 now? $1.50 just to get on.
Yes,
and then they charge you again to leave. So it's either $3 or $4 now.
It's
just
ridiculous.
To enter the property if you want
it's
to
horrible.
Leave.
It's horrible. Yep.
Now
you know that it is a few square miles smaller, but right around the same size. Is it bigger than Manhattan?
Bigger than Manhattan Island. Yeah, it's bigger.
See, you've got the knowledge. You've got the knowledge.
Oh,
that is impressive.
It's taking me places too. So, okay.
For me,
now all I can do is just think about how much I hate DFW Airport. And so speaking of Southwest, that's why I like going to Love and Southwest, which by the way, we talked about on this program, some changes that they were thinking about doing. They did them.
They did.
Now you got assigned seating.
I hate it.
They're going to charge for me too. Because I'm not being rewarded now for being the first one to check in 24 hours in advance. I'm pissed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So anyway.
And are they charging for bags, by the way?
Not yet.
Okay. They better not change that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
I'll
gosh.
protest.
What would be the point of taking Southwest? And by the way, Southwest isn't nearly as cheap as they used to be.
No, they're not.
They used to be, which, by the way, I know Frontier sucks. I got it. I totally got this.
They do.
However, I just recently was just messing around looking at Frontier. $22. A one-way ticket between I forgot where it was. I was
22?
looking. Yeah. Anyway, and it was I think Dallas to. I was pricing all these different places. I think it was Orlando, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it was Dallas somewhere
Wow.
back east. It was $22 one way. So, I mean, granted, you have to buy clothes when you get there, unless you want to
True.
pay for luggage. But anyway, so what I've got is this article from CBS Market Watch of the best and worst U.S. airports.
Okay.
So you have registered. What is your current worst airport? JP is current worst.
Denver.
No, it used to
Denver.
be-
Denver.
Denver. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And your favorite right now is
I don't think I have one. I mean, Love Field. I would say Love Field.
yeah.
Just-
I like
it's
it.
so
Yeah.
easy to walk around.
You love Field.
I love Love Field.
Okay. You and I need to work on our dad joke repertoire. Let's
We
see.
really do.
So the research from Market Watch says that so they break it down in different categories. Okay. So the shortest TSA wait time is in Phoenix at Sky Harbor,
Really?
but
I don't
they're
know
the
if I agree with that.
second in percentage of canceled flights.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's
So
defeats a lot.
Hartsfield, Jackson. I'm sorry if you're from Atlanta, it's Hartsfield. At Hartsfield International Airport in Atlanta, and Ronald Reagan in DC. They also have relatively short average wait times at TSA. I agree
I'd
with
agree.
that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Atlanta. I mean, I know Atlanta very well. Let's see. Now, the worst for TSA. You've got okay. So these are my bad. Let me start over. Phoenix, Atlanta, and DC are among the best. Right there we go. The 5 worst overall, or these are just delays. Malinak pre-read. These are the delays here. JFK in New York. Every guest has to go through this. JP, I'm sorry. It took you to the very end. So the best for time and delays is Atlanta, DC, Phoenix.
Wow.
Worst, New York JFK, Newark Liberty, Chicago Midway, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Florida, George Bush Intercontinental in Houston. Those are your 5 most challenging places for delays and both TSA
How
and
is
flights.
DFW not on? I know that it's not on there for TSA, but wow.
The most punctual airport is Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Okay, not many people going there.
Just a 15% delay rate.
Wow.
And Salt Lake City and Detroit are also high on the flights leave on time list.
How?
But bad ones are Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Florida, Orlando, and Miami. Wow, Florida sucks.
I could see
as far as delays. Yeah.
Orlando's horrible.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh, security checkpoint. We already did those. Yep. Let's see. The longest wait in a TSA security line is Chicago Midway.
Really?
Yeah, averaging more than 20 minutes.
Oh. How do they get these numbers? I've waited hours before until I got TSA pre-check, and that really did change my life.
Yeah, and can you believe this? This is what's so weird about TSA pre, is that it's the only government-related thing. That's my professional word. That has gone down in price. It went down in price.
Did it really?
Did you? Yeah. Because I mean, I know you have to renew it every so often, and I was stunned. It went down like $15 or something like that.
That's
to
nice
renew
of them.
it.
Well, at least, hey, we deserve something good.
We deserve something.
Yeah.
JP Decker of MercuryOne.org, Glenn Beck's charity. You do great work, man. It's such a pleasure knowing you and calling you my friend. And I appreciate you making time on here. We'll have to drag you back in here some other time. Please head to MercuryOne.org if you can donate. And don't forget the American
Journey Experience.
American Journey Experience.com for the museum tours in Irving, Texas. Y'all, I wouldn't tell you this if it wasn't true. It is such an incredible experience going to this museum. And I'm so ashamed that it took me so long to get over there, because you guys were in place for about 5 years before I finally just said, I guess I should walk across the parking lot and go see all this history
true.
that I love.
It's
Anyway,
true. Come on out.
It's so much fun, and y'all do a great job over there. Anyhow, everyone, please have a great weekend. JP, you have a great weekend as well. Stay in the shade, and we'll see everybody here Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern when we talk about the central bank digital currency. Thanks for making time as always. Please tell your friends. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.